On today's show, little things lead to big memories.
Another little tiny one.
We help introduce kids to the great outdoors, one boatload at a time.
So that's the signal to take us down.
Take a tour of Minnesota's newest state park
And then our ready position.
and learn how to tackle the trail on mountain bikes.
Minnesota Bound, presented by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems.
Hi everybody, Bill, Millie, and I welcome you to Minnesota Bound.
Up first today, simple fishing leads to a lifetime of memories, or at least we hope.
And that's exactly why we say introduce a kid to the great outdoors.
A boatload of Minnetonka fun starts on a dock.
Raise your hand if you think you're going to catch a fish today.
Do we have enough rods
We do.
for everyone to have one at the same time?
Yeah, hopefully.
Today is a very exciting day because we get to take these awesome kids fishing. Yeah, there's a lot of excitement.
So this is Cub Scout Pack 420. We're based out of Champlin. And these guys are going to be 4th and 5th graders.
Hold on, guys. The Cub Master asked me if I knew any spots for fishing, and I thought about it, and while watching Minnesota Bound, I said, hey, I got a great idea. I'm gonna email Bill and see what happens.
All right, hop on in.
And here we are. It's amazing.
Better hurry up, I hear cheering out of those other boats.
Yep, I can feel it on the pole. Yep, you got something, bud.
Hey, we got a fish.
Woohoo! Look at that little tiny one! It's another little tiny one.
Oh my gosh, you guys are doing so good. I'm really proud of them. It's, you know, trying new things and taking a chance, right?
Any Fowl's son fishes a lot. Wow. But his buddy Henry Berwin, has not caught a fish ever until right now.
Oh my goodness! Yes! First fish!
Yes!
We're practicing patience and the excitement. It's good for our adrenaline, good for the soul.
Got him. Got him.
It's fun. We're having fun.
Yeah, show Kyle. Nice job.
Is it?
The goal is to get all our kids out to do something different, to be outside, and just have fun and catch fish.
Oh, we went to Dublin. We're in Dublin.
Weeblo, that's their rank this year in Cub Scouts. Part of their requirement is to try something outdoors and learn about conservation, learn about a new activity, try something they haven't done before.
Something as simple as learning to cast.
Remember our process? Short little flip. You've got this figured out.
Or as profound
Oh, there's a leech in there?
as understanding the business of bait.
Can't leeches kill you?
Why is it important? Well, it's fun and it's here for everybody. I mean, it's part of being in Minnesota, right?
To be together as a group, cheer each other on, high fives.
And in Henry's case,
Finally, I caught a fish.
What do you mean, finally?
Caught a fish.
I mean, like in the past 15 minutes.
Okay, how many is that?
14.
14.
living by the Cub Scout motto, do your best.
Henry's got one. Yes!
And oh boy, do these kids do just that.
Yeah, I mean, just to get these kids out here to fish has been a lot of fun, not only for them, but for me.
Oh, they're smiling ear to ear. It's amazing.
Making memories with fishing's simplest form.
Little fish make big memories.
Boatloads of fun, even after this trip ends. Guess that's the whole point.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems, Aluma Trailers, Ice Castle Fish House and RV, and by Coors Light.
It's time to take a walk in the park at Minnesota's newest state park, named Lake Vermilion Soudan Underground Mine State Park. That's a mouthful. It's a place that mixes new and old Minnesota history.
Sheet steel, the kind that goes into cars, trucks, and appliances. Sheet steel comes from the mill in large coils or rolls. Do you know what this strong, shiny metal is made from? Rocks. That's right, rocks.
We are at the Lake Vermilion Soudan Underground Mine State Park. This was actually the first iron mine to open in the state of Minnesota, which you might as well say was really the first mine to ever open in the state of Minnesota. And ultimately, this mine started operations in 1882. First load of ore left here in 1884 on July 31st, and then we operated as an underground iron mine for almost 80 years. What ultimately caused us to cease operations was the taconite industry was able to go into very large areas, use very large equipment, haul lots and lots of ore every day, go through some refining. They could do that so much at higher quantities than we could. It just was difficult to continue economically. What you're seeing right now is we're actually right next door to a building called the drill shop. The drill shop was where the bits were conditioned, get ready for drilling operations each shift. The building that probably is most interesting, the engine house, which is where the 1924 vintage hoist is operated. That to this day is how you folks will get underground and back out again.
Stop right here, gang, so you can see the angle of our descent.
You're gonna load up on a cage. Some folks, people freak a little bit. The system they kind of want to call an elevator, it's not, it's a mine cage system. We'll load you up, pretty confined in there.
So that's the signal to take us down.
We'll bring you down. It's a 3-minute ride, doesn't take long. Traveling about 10 miles an hour, or we like to say 1,000 feet a minute, which sounds way cooler. You'll get to the bottom.
Okay, position down there, take off.
You'll board a small locomotive underground, which will bring you in another almost 3/4 of a mile in on a tunnel. Once you're there, you'll actually walk through one of the ore bodies that had been partially mined out. We'll talk a lot about how that process was taking place, but maybe even more so about the culture of the people, what it was like to be a miner or a miner's family member back in the day when things were happening here.
Until we unionized in 1943, a shift is going to be 12 hours long. But to make up to you for having to spend 12-hour shifts down here, the company lets you work 6 days a week. You get Sunday off. Celebrate. Follow me this way. We drill out in all directions until we run into something that is not iron ore. Down on the tracks, we weren't in iron ore. We had to come up 25 feet to intersect that 78-degree dipping column of ore, and we're in it now. Iron ore is right above us, but right here is waste rock and a very definitive line separating the two. Here, gang, we see Bert and Ernie finishing off a drill pattern, punch the holes, fill them with explosives. At that point, our technology was so limited, if you want to get more ore out of here, the only thing you can do is throw more bodies at it. And everybody wanted this stuff. So they put as many people to work as they could. It's not an easy job, not by any means.
Really enlightening, I think, for young people to see kind of where we all came from. And where do you get an opportunity to go in an underground iron mine half-mile deep, but learn the history of mining? Yep, we are Minnesota's best kept secret.
Still ahead, we go back in time as teachers help kids learn to shoot safely. But first, the ins and outs and ups and downs of Minnesota mountain biking.
Closed captioning provided by Star Bank.
Did you know there are over 100+ miles of mountain biking trails in the state of Minnesota? Well, if you ever had the desire to give it a try, I'm here with Eric Moe of Moe Bikes, and he's going to show us how to get started. Thanks, Eric, for having us today.
Well, thank you, Laura.
Well, what are the basics of equipment that I need to give this a try?
Looks like you're pretty well set. You have your mountain bike, a helmet, eye protection, and gloves.
Awesome. And where is the best place to start?
Best place to start is to get some practice before you hit the trail. So the first thing we're going to do, Laura, is actually off the bike. So go ahead and lay the bike down. And then we're going to get into kind of an athletic stance, like we're on an invisible bike. And we're going to go through a couple of riding positions. So the first one, if we have our handlebars, and we're a little bit loosey-goosey, that's our neutral position. And then we're going to go into what's called ready position. And in that, we lower our center of mass, and we bring our elbows out. And we try to cowboy our legs. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Yeah.
So we go between neutral and ready position.
Okay.
There we go. So most of mountain biking is not done on the saddle. Most of mountain biking is done between neutral position and ready position.
Okay. Neutral position, ready position.
Yeah.
I like it. What's next?
Now let's move to side bike body separation.
Okay. Set this guy
Go ahead
down.
and lay the bike down. We are going to get into our neutral position and then our ready position. And now we want to just hinge at the elbows. And that keeping our upper body, our center of mass, very static. And we're just going to move the elbows to separate the bike, and that will lead to cornering. So when we go slow speed, we turn the handlebars a lot, and that gives us steering. But at faster speeds, we want to be able to turn or corner without having to turn the handlebars.
Is that it?
Doing a little bit of TikTok dance,
So
we
you
call
gotta
it.
do this. Let's try that one more time.
That's good.
Good exercise too. Woo. I haven't hit the trail yet. I'm in trouble. No?
You're okay. We have one more thing to cover.
So I'm guessing the last step and most important one is braking.
That's right, Laura. Speed modulation is always the most important thing for safety out on the trail.
I bet.
So the thing to remember is you're going to use both brakes evenly. And when you do that, just like your seat belt in your car keeps you from moving forward, we are going to use what's called a bracing foot. And our front foot is going to keep us from moving forward when we drop the heel, when we're braking.
Okay, and do you lean your body back a little?
Depending on the speed that you're going at, your center of mass will need to go back a little bit.
All right, looks like we're kind of at a little skills area.
We are. We are at the Lebanon Hills Regional Park skills area at the trailhead. And the great thing is here, you can take any of the skills that you've been working on and kind of test them out before you get onto the trail. And it's broken down in different sections between green, easiest, blue, more difficult, and black, most difficult.
Are the rest of the trails within the park system also broken down from easiest to most difficult?
Yes, they are. So we'll have green trails, blue trails, black trails, and the occasional red trails.
All right, well this is kind of like the bunny hill, right?
This is like the bunny hill of mountain biking. It's the perfect spot to practice.
I love it. There we go. All right, we officially made it into the trail system of Lebanon Hills.
That's right, Laura. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Always make sure to ride the trails that matches your ability level.
That means green for me today. And also, word to the wise, take a lesson. If you want to learn how to mountain bike, there's hundreds of miles waiting for you to try on the trail. But most importantly, just get outdoors. Ready?
Ready.
All right.
Straight ahead, a Minnesota Bound Classic in honor of a timeless Minnesota tradition.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Game Fair and by Totem Resorts, the premier destination for world-class fishing.
Today's Minnesota Bound Classic takes us all the way back to the year 1996.
Oh, so long ago, the year Ron Schera discovered a summer camp getting kids outdoors and on target.
What goes on top of the powder? All right.
As kids' summer camps go, this one is a little different than most.
Make sure you do it right, guys. About 5 minutes, we're going to be done reloading. We're going to go start shooting.
I want to do one more.
Reloading shotgun shells and handling shotguns is part of the daily routine at the Youth Hunting Club of Minnesota.
Make sure you have your earplugs and your safety glasses, people.
It's just like any kid's week-long camp, except this one teaches hunting, firearm safety, and outdoor skills.
Oh.
Skills like learning eye-hand coordination in a game of sporting clays, where the high flyers require a sharp shooting eye.
Nice shot. You don't rotate your compass, you rotate your whole body, right?
Yep.
Skills like reading a compass.
Good. Looks good.
But the camp's purpose is an introduction to the sport of hunting.
Treat every gun as if it's loaded.
Today, one group of campers and instructors are participating in a mock hunt using clay birds but live ammunition.
Load your weapons, fellas. Safeties are on. When I say they're getting birdie, you guys be ready. It's just like if we're watching a dog out there.
This right here is a preparation to work through the mistakes or the things that you might see during the live hunt.
Bird!
Kids like this a lot. They get a lot of shooting, varied angles, and they're working together.
No bird!
We are not out just to put birds in the game bag.
Bird!
We are out to build a full understanding of what it is to be an outdoor person.
Remember your zone of fire.
Okay. You guys ready? Yeah. Let's go.
The imagination of youth turns the exercise into near reality.
Bird! Bird! Bird!
The campers are here by choice, and most have earned the chance.
Had to write a 450-word essay, so I wrote it, and I got a full scholarship. I didn't have to pay a thing to come.
Yeah, it's not the curriculum that's of primary importance. It's the relationships, and it's the respect that they build for the land, for each other.
Dogs are getting a little birdie out here in front of Rich here, so you ready? Bird!
Nice shot!
The hunting is really a mechanism for fostering relationships and building self-confidence in young people.
Everybody ready? Well, you want to come down on the end and...
The camp's program consists of 5 phases, which eventually includes hunting for the real game birds.
Now, Jill's got the toughest walk, so we got to watch her. She's going to get into some tangled stuff there.
The walk is a little tougher, and the hunt is, well, hunting until a bird is rousted.
Oh! Nice shot!
I never hunted before I went to camp last year. It was really exciting, something totally different.
I like the way a bird gets up, the way they sound. Kind of scares you, though, if you're not ready for it. I just think it's fun.
The fact that there is a camp that teaches hunting to youngsters may say more about how America is changing than anything else. Used to be, hunting was passed on through families, a tradition taught by parent to child. Today, if hunting is to succeed in the 21st century, youngsters need to be introduced to the sport to understand its ethics, its sportsmanship. That's happening here, one of the first in the country. I'm Ron Schera, Minnesota Bound.
Horse and Hunt Club, a great shooting center. In fact, I was there just yesterday.
Well, there you go. Hope you hit something.
I did, 1 or 2.
Well, that about does it for us. We will all see you back here next week, right, Millie?
And in the meantime, don't forget to introduce a kid to the great outdoors.
Transportation provided by Premier Transportation. Call 1-800-899-7433. To get more Minnesota Bound, including full episodes, go to mnbound.com. And to follow our latest adventures, like us on Facebook.